You startled me. I thought we were off today. Episode 3, lighten up. Johnny and Phil.
Johnny and Phil, episode 3.
Let me start off by saying Phil is not in a very good mood today. Let me just say that. Not in a very good mood today.
You know, when you wake up, you go to grab your most favorite thing out the fridge. Could be milk, could be orange juice, whatever it is.
Nothing in the carton.
And there's an eighth of a drop in there.
Drips.
To the person that left it, I don't like to wish bad on people, but I cannot wish you any good. I just can't.
It's a lack of respect, if you ask me.
Very unthoughtfulness.
Why put the carton back with nothing in it?
Why? Why can't you finish
Leave it out or throw it out. Why put it back? They make that effort to put it back.
Yes. Is the eighth of a drop you left gonna give you that much? Is it gonna put you over the top that much?
Why put it back is the question. Who puts it back?
Who does that? Who does that?
There's nothing in there. What are you putting back?
So today, folks, this is a personal favorite of Johnny's.
Oh. Good job.
What we got? 2010 Master Selection Davidoff cigar.
I'll tell you. Now, let me start by saying non-Cuban, but this is world class right here. This is Davidoff. This is the only non-Cuban cigar that I would put in my top 5. Phil will tell you how much I love it, and I'm anti-Cuban all the way. This is a spectacular cigar, and I believe this is only Phil's second, if I'm not mistaken.
This is my second. We got a Toro-sized cigar here.
52 ringgit. This is a beautiful, beautiful cigar.
And I think back and I recall to the first time that Johnny ever experienced a Davidoff.
Was this
cigar here.
Was this.
This.
Now, I've had these little, a few more times than Phil. This is, and the sheen and oil on this wrapper.
This is one of the best looking construction wrap cigar I've seen.
And I will say,
ever.
They no longer make this cigar. The 2010 Master Collection, I believe, is the. They no longer make this cigar. And once again, I did a long and thorough search for this cigar. Two Guys Smoke Shop in New Hampshire. The only place in the United States that still carries this cigar. So shout out to them, Two Guys.
Cigar that Johnny bought a box of just because it's
just because I love it.
And it's of the rarity that it is.
Rarity,
right
not around anymore. Davidoff is they've done away with the years. I think the 2007 is the only one you could still find.
Now here, folks, we have the initial light. And this is where we were talking that we don't go to the right too often, but this is just all white pepper right now. This is all white pepper on the initial light. But it's good white pepper.
Not thrilled to hear that from Phil. Not
good
thrilled.
Pepper,
not thrilled to hear that.
See, when
I do agree with the pepper, and I'm not fond. Now, with non-Cubans, it usually takes you a couple hits to get into it. A little, gotta wear off the wear and tear, so to speak. But I'm expecting the cream and the dark fruit and notes of dark chocolate to show up eventually. They will eventually be there.
Yes, this is just a bowl of pepper. Now, I love pepper on my food. So for me, pepper is a taste that I don't mind. That's the only reason why, when we reference the wheel, I don't mind this little area right here. This here, little area of pepper. But because I'm such a fan of it, I don't mind it. 2 above, no good. 2 below, no good. Cinnamon, we can accept. Anything around it, no good. Stay away from the plants. Stay away from the earth and minerals.
Nowhere near mineral.
Nowhere near. Nowhere near earth and minerals. Can't have it.
Again, we try to stay from fruit to flower.
Fruit to flower is the realm.
And anything in between.
Right, anything in between. Now, I recall, I mean, I've smoked many more Davidoffs than Johnny has.
Oh. Almost slipped there, folks. Almost slipped.
For-
Almost slipped.
From the year of the dog to the year of the, I believe the one I have now is the year of the pig.
What was last year? The elephant? I get confused
No,
with the
no,
animals.
no, no.
The rooster.
The year of the rooster, that was a big one. Probably, but definitely a Churchill size. That was good. Their 2019 Churchill edition is brilliant.
Still have not had it.
The golf edition, good
Have
cigar.
not had that. Phil dabbles in. He's a Davidoff dabbler. I'm not so much. There's only certain ones I like. This one I love.
3 draws in, folks. It's pepper and coffee. Never had it. It's good in a cigar.
Coffee is good. I'm
All I got here is creamer in my coffee. I never put pepper in it. Just coffee and cream is my drink of choice. The cigar, coffee and pepper. The thing though about the pepper is, even though it's on the initial forefront, it immediately knows it's not wanted in shotgun.
not wanted.
And it, before the trip starts, it says, you know what, I'll take the back seat for you. I'll take the back seat.
He gives up the wheel very quick.
He does.
Which I respect.
He does. Even if no one else is there to ride shotgun, he'll ride in the back alone and let the driver ride with an empty seat. That's why I respect the pepper in the Davidoff.
At least he respects the other flavors.
He does. He's not like the person who leaves the eighth of a milk in the container and puts it back. He's respectful.
Phil just can't get over the milk. Can't get over the milk.
Can't get past the milk, folks. Can't get past it.
I wish we had it on camera what he just portrayed in the kitchen. You would have thought someone slapped his sister. the way this man reacted to a 3-drip container of coconut milk.
Folks, this isn't the first time. And I know for all you who deal with this, you know it's a constant thing. For me, I've been dealing with it for 28 years. 28 years now.
Another incident in Starbucks.
Yeah. What happened in Starbucks, Johnny? Tell us.
It never fails with these people. It just never fails. I get the same thing every time as you will.
I even know the order.
Do I have to say it?
Triple mocha grande frap with soy milk and whipped cream. I know, I don't even gonna
I
think
put
about
the
it.
order in. As I stand there and wait, they hand me a tall caramel pike, which is a coffee. I didn't order this. And then they're surprised when I deny it. They're surprised that I deny it.
They're looking and saying the audacity of this.
The audacity of me. I just don't understand these people. I can't get along with these people. I just can't. I'm sorry.
Now to go off of that, I stopped in Starbucks yesterday. I went to get a grande latte. I told them cream only, no milk, please. I'm watching them make it. The guy puts down the 2% bottle. I said, well, what's this? He said, no, it didn't go in yours. How do I know that? How do I know that's not going in the one
They're
that
very
you made
sneaky
me?
in there.
How do I know?
And they're
this?
very spiteful.
So I came home, had to give it away. Had to give it to everyone else in the house. I wouldn't drink it.
They're very spiteful.
They are.
They're very spiteful.
They are. They think that they're the grand master coffee makers. They're not.
I wish I could get away from it. Because I don't even want to be there anymore. But the frap it's a good product.
The thing is, nowhere else makes it.
Not like that.
Nowhere else makes it. You know, that's the thing. If you like an exotic coffee drink, you're not getting it in Dunkin' Donuts.
Oh no.
You're not.
Oh no.
And there's really no other coffee shop that has it. But moving on and getting back to the cigar now. We're here.
I'm getting some leather. Are you tasting leather?
I got coffee is driving my vehicle right now.
Somewhat of a creamy finish.
Yes. Cream at the end.
Creamy finish.
Leather is there.
Leather's there. Still pepper though. Oh,
You
in
see?
the coffee.
The pepper is almost
Goodbye.
goodbye.
About 10 to 12 hits in, the pepper does its own thing.
Almost goodbye on the pepper. Almost.
And I'm not upset to see it go.
Almost. But as we know, the pepper will go on the roof of the car and hang out and possibly slip in the window later.
I'm hoping it falls off the ski rack, to be honest with you. I don't want it anywhere in my vehicle. That's why you have to just tolerate, as an anti-pepper fan, you have to tolerate the first 7 hits.
This is coffee, leather, with just a shot of cream around the rim of the cup.
Do you agree the creamy finish?
Yeah, the creamy finish is there.
It's a good creamy finish.
It is. Now, when I mentioned reviewing the cigar to Johnny,
Ecstatic.
he said all dried fruit. So now,
Oh, dark fruit.
dark fruit. Sorry, dark
Eventually, you might taste a little tangerine. You might.
That is what I'm wondering. Is there dark fruit that enters? And if it is, what it is. But
Maybe
for
raisin.
us,
Maybe raisin.
the fruit right here in the yellow is where we go fruit to flower. Flower to fruit.
Right now, we're in the, maybe a little currant, maybe a little cream. Leather's there.
Yeah, leather is definitely here in this.
Creamy finish.
This is a leathery slapstick.
It is leather. It is leather.
It's like a leather piece of jerky with a coffee.
Leather jerky. Leather jerky.
Leather piece of jerky.
Leather jerky. Hold the beef. There's no beef in this jerky. It's all leather.
That's right. That is right.
It is all leather.
That is right.
And I don't mind leather. I don't mind leather.
No, the leather, because the leather in the Davidoff is very subtle.
It's got to mix with something.
It
Can't be all leather.
Can't be. Can't be.
Can't be all leather.
Leather is the Connecticut broadleaf that we explored.
Oh, you don't. You want to stay away from that.
That cigar, folks, was all leather, all char, all burnt.
They couldn't
barbecue.
wait to sell us that cigar. Couldn't wait. They amped up that. I won't even mention who, but they amped up that cigar. To this day,
And it looked good.
looked amazing.
Looked good.
To this day, probably the worst cigar I've ever had.
When it
Notes
comes
of
to-
water, notes of sand,
Burnt barbecue.
burnt. I mean, just burnt chicken skin. It was absolutely awful. The Connecticut broadleaf. I suggest no one even looks at that cigar.
For us, it's not. You know, there were.
Well, this is what we're about. We're not about. I told you, we're not about the right side. Let others review that. We're fruit to flower.
There's plenty of fellow cigar smokers that I've met throughout my time of smoking who they just enjoy a cigar that tastes like pure cigar. That's the cigar for them.
When I smoke a cigar, the last thing I want to taste is that cigar. I want to taste the blends. I want to taste the flavors that come through those blends. I want to taste the journey. That's what I want to taste. I don't want to taste all tobacco. And that's what the Cuban's about.
And
Unfortunately, this is not a Cuban, but it's up there. And
this
it's
is
all
in a-
there.
This is in a class of its own.
The flavor's all there. As I said, there's Cuban cigars, there's non-Cubans, and then the Davidoff, which is right in the middle. A
And
class
now-
in its own.
Perfect example is when you smoke a Cuban that hasn't been aged enough. I did the other night. The flavors weren't quite there.
Weren't ready.
I was waiting for a peanut buttery taste, and it was very slight, but it was all cigar.
All cigar.
It tasted like pure cigar. And it's gonna sit in my humidor minimum 6 months. I might even wait a year till I touch it again. And it's already got probably about a year and a half. So when you went to reorder, did they make it right on spot? Did you watch it? Make sure that they put the soy milk in?
You know, I'd rather not discuss that business anymore because the audacity that, and I don't mean to bash Starbucks, but I will bash Starbucks. The audacity they have to look at me like I did something wrong. How dare you hand me a caramel pike?
And all it is was a messed up order.
You know who I am. I ask for the same thing every time I'm here.
Maybe it's time for a different location.
Maybe it's time I just end it altogether.
I wouldn't go that far. Yeah,
Give it up.
I tried different locations.
Walk away. It doesn't matter the location. This happens wherever I go. Wherever I go, I got to hear the speech about the dairy, about how there's dairy and whipped. Why do you want soy? There's dairy and whipped. I understand. I get it. I get it. Just give me what I want. That's all I ask you to do. If I ask you for something, just do it. That's your job. Just do it.
Imagine if you had now John, the shuttle driver from Pittsburgh, making it.
It's terrific. Terrific.
We had quite the experience in Pittsburgh last year with our shuttle driver. Everywhere he took us.
I believe he went to was that a Davidoff Lounge?
That was a Davidoff Lounge. Shout out to Davidoff Lounge in Pittsburgh.
What did you remember what cigar you had there?
That was where I had the Year of the Rooster.
Year of the Rooster. I know what I had. I had a Cohiba, Maduro, Genio, number 5. Again, top 5 cigar for me.
Cuban cigar.
Maduro. Oh, yeah.
You brought it in.
Yeah, come on. Oh, I brought it in.
Brought it in.
I broke the rule. I like breaking the rules. I like going to these lounges and breaking the rules.
See, some lounges, when they catch Johnny with a non-purchased cigar,
they pull my wrapper off, which is total disrespect. Total disrespect. I'll follow the rules. The rule is buy a cigar, you can sit in the chair. I buy a cigar, I do not smoke the cigar, I sit in the chair, and I'm still hassled at times.
Has to take
hassled.
Has to take the wrapper off.
And I, as you can see, if you notice, the wrapper will always be off Phil's cigar. Mine stays on. I like looking at the wrapper. Phil doesn't care about the wrapper. And there's nothing wrong with it. Nothing wrong with it. Me, I gotta have the wrapper on. I like to look at the wrapper.
I can't do the wrapper anymore. I can't. I enjoy no wrapper.
I'm pro wrapper, he's anti wrapper, and nothing wrong with it. Nothing wrong with it.
What are you getting? I'm getting still leather and coffee.
I'm getting a lot of leather. A lot of leather. I'm getting I'm getting almost an espresso roast.
Yeah. Yeah, it's a dark coffee.
Very dark.
Coffee.
Very dark. No milk in sight.
No.
Oh.
No.
Hold the milk here.
Hold the milk. Hold the sugar.
Hold the milk. Hold the milk here.
This is pure coffee bean. Dark coffee. Leather. It's a leather jerky. That's just. It's an immense.
Dry. I think a raisin is trying to pop in here. I don't know if he's gonna be able to get in. I think a raisin is trying to pop through the leather. I almost want to say a flavored wood, but I wouldn't. Is that just the leather?
That's the leather. The leather in this has almost like an oaky leather.
Little oak.
Little oaky
Which,
leather.
again, I'm not too
very different.
Too excited about it. I don't like the oak.
Very different, but smooth. That's
smooth.
the thing
smooth.
about it.
Smooth. It's not just smelling like a piece of tree bark. It's smooth. It's covered up.
The only overpowering flavor is the coffee. Everything else is just so subtle. So subtle that you don't mind it. It's like driving by, you see it, you wave to it, it's keeping up with you, but he can't make it in the vehicle. He can't. He can't, and he knows better.
I wouldn't give him a ride. I let him hitchhike.
Yeah, this is an oaky leather coffee.
Beautiful wrapper.
Coffee. Oh, this is a brilliant.
I mean, silky smooth
wrapped cigar,
filled with sheen. I mean, just a brilliant roll.
Now I have one that I plan on letting sit in my box for at least a year, and I'm looking forward to what this oaky leather turns into. I really believe this oaky leather will have hints of, if I revert to the wheel, this will probably gain some orange zest to it. If I had to say.
Maybe some marzipan.
Yeah, marzipan could come out. It came out in one of the ones that you smoked. There could be some currant coming out of here too in a year.
See, eventually the plum and the raisin, I think we'll get here.
This is. See, but now immediately the oakiness is toned down. Just like that. The oakiness is toned down.
Not a bad cigar though. It's a good cigar. It's very different.
It is.
It's very different.
It is. The complexity of this
Oh, it's definitely complex.
is just...
Almost impossible to figure out.
It is. This is so brilliant, such a masterpiece blended.
And it doesn't
perfectly
want you.
together.
It doesn't want you to figure it out.
Doesn't. It
Very
wants to be a
mysterious.
question mark.
Very mysterious.
This is the Riddler in black. This is the Riddler in black.
Very mysterious. Speaking of mysterious, I don't want to get too much into this, but we've gotten a lot of texts, a lot of emails. There will be guests on this show very soon. And I'm allowed to say too, because the contracts have already been signed. The Bread Man will be making an appearance here, along with Cousin Rico. And we are working on a few more guests, but those two, we are by law allowed to say that because the contracts have been signed.
The Bread Man will more than likely be the first
Bread
guest
Man will
coming up.
probably be first. Cousin Rico, maybe sometime next week. Got to fly him in. The cousin Rico must be flown in. Bread Man is here.
The Bread Man will
Bread
make
Man
his
is
way
here.
down.
He will be here soon.
He will.
Looking forward to getting up with the Bread Man.
He brings loaves of...
No one makes a loaf like the Bread Man. Let me tell you.
He makes a good dark loaf.
Good loaf. Good crust. Good seed.
Dark crust.
Beautiful dough. Beautiful dough.
Excellent. And he is a
mysterious creature.
mysterious person.
Very mysterious.
Big sports fan with us. Big sports fan. We're
Very
coming in. We're in the middle of February, so we're kind of in between sports right now, but we got the baseball season.
Baseball, and we will be talking baseball. Next, couple episodes, we will be talking baseball. Fantasy
First year
baseball.
that we'll be doing a fantasy baseball league this year.
Started our own fantasy baseball league. Almost filled. It's going to be good. It's going to be a good season coming up. And what's up with the giant straw here? Is this a joke? Do you see the size of this straw?
They didn't give you the small one, huh? They gave you the big
Probably
one.
to rub it in my face because of the attitude I gave them.
Well, because
This is a circus straw.
they gave that to you with the pike, and they took the pike away and they left the straw.
No, the pike is smaller than
Oh,
this.
is
This was done purposely. I'm 6 feet above the cup when I take my sip. I almost got to be a giraffe to drink this thing. Again, I hate to keep talking about Starbucks, but this is a spit in my face.
Yeah.
This is a spit in my face. I've had it. I've had it with Starbucks. I've had it. I've just had it with. He's had it with the empty milk, and I've had it with Starbucks. Had it.
And I tell you, I can't wait till the nice weather comes around. This year, I'm going to be introducing into my palate the Hennessy XO bottle. Have that with a nice cigar. I was drinking Hennessy last night when I was out. Hennessy and cranberry. Just a brilliant combination of a drink.
I wish I can join you, but my days of dark liquor they're behind me.
Well, for my drink of choice for a while when I go out, bourbon with club. But shout out to Josephine, she put me onto Hennessy and cranberry last night.
I used to I like vodka and cranberry. I can't do the dark liquor anymore. As you know, Jack Daniels was a cousin of mine.
Yeah.
Very close.
And Jameson.
Had to go our separate ways.
That's the thing about it, last night, Hennessy and cranberry, they're just going down so easy, so fast, like water, and then before you know it, it'll creep up on you.
It brings out the devil in you, the dark liquor.
If you don't respect it, and you go too much, you're going to pay for it. You're going to pay for it.
The leather is just...
The leather in this is...
all over.
It is.
All over this.
It is. It's like I'm drinking coffee in a leather cup.
It's all leather.
It's a leather cup. And it's just oozing into the coffee.
Oozing leather.
And it's a brilliant combination. It is a really good cigar. No pepper.
No dark
Pepper's got
chocolate yet.
No dark chocolate. This is all coffee and leather. The cream has left. This is all coffee and leather.
Good roast, though. It's a good roast. It's a good coffee bean.
It is. This is almost of a roasted espresso-y mix.
That's what I'm getting more than the coffee. I'm getting something dark.
It is. It is. It's like you got almost the lightest dab of char coming in.
Just a dab. Just a dab. Just a dab.
Just a dab, just to give it that dark taste. That taste that says we're not
Just the
light at all.
slightest dab.
Slightest
dab you can
Slightest.
have.
Slightest. It is the littlest drop off your tongue of saliva, and it's char.
See, now I'm getting a little raisin. I'm sorry. I'm getting raisin in this
Raisins
leather.
coming for you?
I'm getting the raisin in this leather. I'm getting it.
Raisins coming in?
I'm getting
I
it.
haven't had any raisin yet. I haven't had any fruit.
I'm getting the dark fruit. Like someone dropped some raisins in my espresso. While I'm wearing a leather coat. I mean, we're wearing leather coats, right?
Yeah. This is just a leather coat.
Leather slacks, leather boots.
Yeah. This is a complete leather outfit.
Complete leather hat.
Roasted coffee. Just a dab of char.
Just a dab.
Just
Just a dab.
dab of char.
I'm getting a raisiny finish right now. I'm not the cream is not there now. I'm getting a raisiny finish. Maybe it's because when I'm drinking here. Maybe they put something in this drink. I don't know what they did to me. I have no idea what they did. I almost have to put the drink on the floor to reach the straw.
You really, I tell you, the raisin is, the thing is, it's not a complete raisin taste.
It's a baby raisin.
It's like this premature raisin that it hasn't fully come out yet.
It's a baby raisin.
It's a baby raisin.
Maybe a premature raisin.
I almost want to say more of a prune.
Maybe it's like an aisin.
The
Or
orange
a
is
prune.
there.
Or a prune.
To me, it's more of a prune.
I think the prune and the raisin are cousins.
I believe they are. And it's
Maybe
more
they're mothers or sisters.
It's a pruny char. Oh, that's it right there.
Good char though, not bad
That's it.
char.
That's a pruny char, leather outfit, roasted coffee. Roasted coffee. My cup has been refilled. It hasn't even got more than halfway, and the weight is there, refilling with fresh roasted coffee.
And now I'm getting more coffee in this, and I'm getting some prune.
Yes, it's
Undertones of prune.
it's the dab of char
Slight raisiny finish, dab of char.
and the leather
Throughout.
So it's a leather car.
I almost feel like a dominatrix smoking this. I really do. All I need is the whip. That's all we need are 2 whips.
2 whips, dominatrix outfit, hold the pleather.
This is just... I'm glad the prune showed up. I'd be more happy if there's some plum getting in this. But it's still, raisin.
The prune is there. And
Would you
it's
agree the
still there.
pepper's gone?
The pepper is left and hasn't made its way back.
As I said, my friends, from fruit to flour, anything in between, this is where we'll always be.
Fruit to flour.
We'll go up
because-
though. We'll go up a little.
That's it. Then you have in here, see, when there's something really wrong when you hit this non-really flavored flavor area because you got harsh, dry.
Yeah, we're anti-harsh.
And harsh is just when you light that cigar, you're like, oh.
You're coughing. It's
And
not even lit and you're
that's
coughing.
the Connecticut broadleaf. Harsh.
That's the broadleaf.
Harsh is the broadleaf.
52 ring gauge here.
Big cigar.
Toro, I'm a fan of. See, I love the Robusto. Toro is a close second for me. I'm a fan of that. I know you like the Torpedo.
See, going here, there's definitely no grass, hay, moss. There's no wood.
No, we're anti-smoking.
No tea, tobacco,
I mean,
vegetal.
we're anti-vegetable.
I have not experienced any anise or licorice in a cigar, thankfully. No cardamom.
Definitely
No
anti-cardamom.
clove, no cumin, no barnyard, no earth. The graphite, the leather, the mineral, the must, the salt.
Hate the
None of it
lead.
there.
Hate the lead.
None of it there. None of it there.
Anti-right. We just, you'll always find us on the left side of this wheel. Always be there.
But definitely insert a little prune right next to the raisin.
Right
here.
there.
Right here. Right here.
If you want to add prune, that's where it
That's
is.
where it is.
Maybe raisin and plum had a baby.
Cigar, that's it.
And they made a little prune.
That's it. Leather. Here's your leather right here. Right at the bottom where the honey.
But notice how it skips the honey and goes to the cream.
It does. It does.
You won't find a bit of honey in this.
No.
No honey at all.
The prune is making its way. It's almost becoming sort of a prune juice drop in my coffee. And it in a leather outfit.
Still wearing the leather outfit.
I got on cowboy leather boots right now.
The coffee cup maybe pushed to the side. We're drinking some prune juice now.
The prune juice is starting to become a little stronger. I still have coffee, but it's becoming less.
It's now a coffee finish.
Yeah, that's what it is. It's becoming less and less on the forefront. Yeah, prune juice.
Prune.
We are here. Prune juice.
All prune. Even the excess smoke that's coming out, all prune.
All prune.
I just got a big whiff of prune.
Yeah. This is becoming prune.
We are now on the hayride through the prune field.
It is. It's through the prune field. The leather is just hugging.
Well, the hayride is made of leather. I mean, the wheels are leather, seats are leather.
Yeah. The whole thing is
The
leather.
driver is dressed in leather.
Yeah.
But we have entered the prune field.
He's got a leather Kango hat on.
Leather Kango. But it is the drink of choice for him is prune juice.
Yeah.
I mean, that's what he's giving you.
Yeah.
He's giving you all prune.
He said, we're going to hold the coffee. We're going to switch to prune juice.
Now, again, in real life, you won't see me drinking a glass of prune juice, but in
No.
a cigar, don't mind it.
No.
Don't mind
And
it.
it's just because the flavors are not overpowering. They're not overpowering at all. So if you can, folks, I strongly suggest trying to see if you could get your hands on this. It will be tough, so you
Very
might not be
rare.
able
As
to
I said,
experience it.
if you do want to venture yourself to New Hampshire,
The new Davidoffs that they're releasing are master selections, but they're not years anymore. They're letters.
or their numbers,
Or their numbers, rather.
numbers.
Their numbers. Shout out to the tobacco shop of Ridgewood, who's probably the only place that we've been to that has
Good Davidoff.
an amazing Davidoff selection.
And, shout out to John Voight,
Shout out to John
who
Boyd.
actually owns the place.
Who
A
owns
very famous movie star. Very famous. Really nice guy.
He is. Great guy to talk to.
Great guy. Great guy. The wife, beautiful lady. She's very nice. Very nice. I actually purchased not to spoil him, but I actually purchased a very expensive cigar for Phil.
He did. Christmas.
It cost me a pretty penny. I'm not embarrassed to say, but he's well worth it.
He did.
He's well worth it. I'm not complaining. He is well worth it.
He did. And then the biggest cigar that will be coming up down the road, more than likely towards the end of this year, we're going to be experimenting. I got the Monty 80th anniversary that's sitting.
Oh, that's.
I got one sitting right with Johnny's name on it. We'll be reviewing that when it comes.
Well, the Dante is the Monty Dante. Again, the 80th is not there, but the Dante is one of my top 5 to 7 cigars, if not top 3. From start to finish, that Dante is brilliant. Now, I'm a Monty guy. Love the cocoa, love the cream. That's all you're getting with Monty, cocoa and cream. This, I'll tell you, this is a good cigar.
Just a leathery prune juice.
Leathery, it's a leathery prune.
It is.
It's a leathery prune. That's what we're getting here.
All leather, all prune.
I mean, there's nothing really else in this. It's a leathery prune.
Very slight coffee.
Slight coffee now. Cream, not so much.
The leather's hanging on to the spoiler on the trunk. He's trying not
I
to
want
let
the
go.
raisin to come back.
He's not trying to let go. Definitely, folks, if you can, but you probably won't be able to. But the next Davidoff that when it comes time we'll be reviewing is the
Churchill.
2019 Churchill edition,
Which Phil loves. I never had it. Phil likes it a lot. Would you say you love it? I don't know if you would love it.
I have one more to say. I love it. Right now, it was
Very good
Blew me
cigar.
away. Blew me away. It was awesome.
Not easy to blow him away.
No,
Not easy to blow him away.
tough critic when it comes to really enjoying a cigar, but that is one that is.
Me, I'm not easy to blow away with non-Cubans.
Oh,
Not easy.
no.
It's pulling teeth.
It is.
It's doing yard work. I am not a man to please when it comes to non-Cubans. I will go out of my way to not like it.
Yeah,
But this is a good cigar.
this is. All prune, all leather, folks. If you like prune juice, go for it.
Even if you don't, because I don't.
Yeah,
I don't. But it's a good cigar.
yeah. Good coffee flavor
I
cigar.
can't put it. This is in my top 7. It's in my top 7.
This is up there.
I have to hold it against that it's not a Cuban. I have to hold it against it.
But it originated in Cuba.
So did
yeah.
a lot of other things, but they're not there now. That's the point.
That's if you get your hands on a Davidoff Cuban. From what I understand, they are supposed to be
Pre-embargo,
pre-embargoed.
almost impossible today.
Brilliant selection of cigars.
I mean, you will pay an arm and even a foot. You will pay a lot for that cigar.
You might even be giving up the calf.
the calf will be gone along with the foot.
It might be. So, folks, with that, we're signing off. Episode 3.
Lighten
Line
up.
them up with Johnny and Phil.
You guys take care.